Hello everyone. Today I want to tell you a story of something that I learned while I was visiting my sister last year. We both live in the East Coast in different states, and I actually go visit quite often. But this one particular day I was fasting, and the plan was to end the fast around lunchtime with Chick-fil-A. I wanted Chick-fil-A, and I had all night think, okay, great, this is going to be amazing, because it's gonna be like halfway through my road trip, because I wasn't leaving that early, and then I'm gonna have Chick-fil-A, and then I'm gonna go see my sister, and then it's gonna be an amazing visit. Well, around 10:45 a.m. I'm like, okay, so I should probably start paying attention to the signs and look for a Chick-fil-A so I can go through the drive-thru, order my food, wait in the line, all of the good stuff. So by the time I actually get to my food, it's going to be 11, which is usually the time that I break my fast, and I'm gonna have my Chick-fil-A, and then everything's gonna be fine. Well, 11 a.m. comes and goes, and I don't see a Chick-fil-A. So I'm very hungry. And I'm getting a little anxious because I'm like, okay, what's going on? I've taken this route several times. It's the East Coast. There's Chick-fil-A's everywhere. So why suddenly I just can't find it? Am I not paying good attention? Like, what's going on? Well, 12 comes and goes, and still no Chick-fil-A. I'm getting really, really anxious at this point, and I'm very hungry. And I'm starting to think, okay, maybe I should just then have Doritos, because I really cannot eat anywhere because I'm gluten free. So I was like, maybe I'll just go to a gas station, get some Doritos, some Cheetos, and then once I see my sister, then we'll kind of go out for dinner or whatever. Well, I just wanted Chick-fil-A. So I was like, okay, I'm going to wait a little longer. One comes, and it's almost 1:30, and I'm like, God, I just really want Chick-fil-A. Why can't I find a Chick-fil-A? And so I was like, maybe I should just eat just anything at this point. I'm really hungry. But then I was like, no. I want Chick-fil-A. I'd rather go hungry and go see my sister and go to a Chick-fil-A next to her house than just not have the Chick-fil-A, because I wanted Chick-fil-A. Suddenly, I felt like God was saying, Maria, I wish you had that determination in everything else in your life. I wish you didn't give up. I wish you didn't settle. Stay focused on what you want, and you may get it. It reminds me of the time that I wanted to join the Air Force. So I've always wanted to join the Air Force. And time comes for me to be an adult and decide what I want to do with my life. And my mom was like, no, you're going to go to school. So I went to school for a while, but I still was set and like I wanted to join the Air Force. Well, it's actually quite complicated because English is not my first language, so I was never able to score enough to just have an easy entrance into the Air Force. But I always scored well to enter into the Army or the National Guard. So at some point when things got very complicated for the Air Force, I was like, maybe I should go Army, or maybe I should go National Guard. Well, I didn't want any of those things, although I was willing to settle. I did the next best thing that it could occur to me. I gave up. Well, fortunately, a few months down the road, my recruiter called me and he said, you know what, Maria, this is going to be really hard, but I'm willing to help you. Let's give this one more try. And I ended up joining the Air Force, and I served for 4 years. But not only I had tried to settle, I actually gave up. And you know, in his sovereignty and providence, God worked things out, but it caused me a lot more trouble because I didn't have persistence, even though I'm a very persistent person. So once I was like, okay, God, I get it. You're trying to teach me that I should be persistent in everything else I want in life. Cool. So interestingly enough, just right after I learned that God was just trying to teach me something, there was a Chick-fil-A down the road. And because it was past lunchtime, I went in, got my lunch really fast, and it was still very delicious. And it was like God saying, listen, things may get delayed, in your books. Things may get a little hard, and you may get anxious, you may get frustrated, you even may get angry. But if you persist and you wait, you will get what you want. Very smooth, like a very smooth transition into it. It's just in my timing. God's time and God's plan go hand to hand. It's something that I personally have been learning, because I love time, the idea of time, but I'm not a very patient person. And God has been teaching me for a long time, the little things like this, that His plans and His timing go hand to hand. And every time I think, okay, well, this is not happening, then I'm going to settle or I'm going to give up. Well, it doesn't end up well for me. It reminds me of the time that I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a lawyer for a long time, and I just couldn't score well in the exam, again, English. And although the LSAT is very complicated, but so I thought maybe I should just study, English and then apply again. But God didn't even want me to go to law school altogether. So He changed my heart, and I'm in seminary. So if you're out there and you are going through something, you want something with all your heart and with all your mind, and it's a good thing. It could be a good thing. Whether it is a relationship, whether it is to enter in your dream school, whether it is to join the military, whatever it is that you want, if you're not getting it, I will say pray about it, and if it's not God's will or God's plan, ask Him to change your heart. And if it is God's will and God's plan, just be persistent, persevere, don't settle, and absolutely don't give up. Because in due time, in God's time, you will get it, and it will be a smooth transition, and it will be great. It will still be delicious if what you want is food. It will still be great if what you want is a relationship, and it will still be an amazing experience if what you want is getting to your dream school. So don't give up and don't settle. Be persistent, and above everything, pray about it. I hope you'll have a great day. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below.